We should be straight. We should be ready to rock and roll at the moment here. Let's see. All right, so we are good. We are good. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? My name is TJ. I'm starting to grow on TikTok, starting to hop over here to YouTube. If anyone from TikTok is over here, what is going on? I'm not really going to check how many people are going to join because this video is just going to be posted onto my actual YouTube page for me breaking down the crypto market, the stock market, everything that I'm looking to do for tomorrow. Okay. So without further ado, let's get into this, man. Let's get into what we are looking at for tomorrow, okay? And something that I noticed right off the jump here, this is something I talked about on my TikTok page, is the S&P 500, okay? So this is the weekly chart right here. And this, man, this is looking nasty. This is looking pretty gross here. Pretty much what we're looking at here is this is something that would be called a two-bar play, all right? Now, this green candle, right, when you get this set up and we get this bounce, we would have liked to have seen a confirmation bounce to the upside, okay? So we get the bounce, right? We get this bounce right here. Then we get this baby bar, okay? Now, to confirm that we would have maybe have gone in an uptrend is we would have liked to have seen another bar just like this last week. Instead, man, we got the exact opposite. We got the exact opposite, and it is coming down to this 150 MA. I would not be surprised if it hits this 150 MA by tomorrow. I think it's going to be below it come the end of the week. All right, don't mind me real quick. I'm just pulling up the stream on my phone just in case I do get any comments. That way I can jump on and I can answer it for you guys. Okay, so all right, here we go. But yes, what happens is I think this thing is going to come down, and I think it's going to test 150 tomorrow, the 150 MA. To put that into perspective, let's go look at actual SPY here. Let's just go look at the actual S&P 5, because this is the actual S&P 500 here, not the SPY that everyone knows and loves. So let's go check that out to give you guys a better example of what we're looking at. So let's go look at SPY here. Just the ETF. Ignore all the lines. Is there a way for me to just delete everything on here? But all right, whatever. So as you can see, this is actually a perfect line right here that we drew, right? It's coming down, it bounced, and now it went down to exactly 390 last week. So now, like I said, I think it's going to break. I really do think it's going to break and go down to this 150 level. So now, what are some ways you can attack this? What would you do? What would I personally do? What am I looking to do tomorrow? I posted it in my Patreon group, my private group. If you guys want to get in there, that thing is starting to grow. But I posted the plays in there. Basically, I'm not going long on anything. I'm not looking to go long on anything in the stock market right now. That's just me personally. If you do go long in the stock market, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but you got bigger nuts than me, brother. You got bigger nuts than me. But, so that's how SPY's looking right now. Let's go take a look at Bitcoin, man. Bitcoin is not looking good. Bitcoin is not looking good in the slightest at the moment. And why? Because the weekly chart right here, okay, these are all weekly candles. We have just broken below the 150 MA, and it's not looking like we're going to get a bounce. We did it here, and we got an immediate bounce to the upside, and then we held it. We held it for almost 5 weeks straight, and it looked like it was at a really, really strong level. But right now, man, it's not looking good. It's looking like it's going to fall. And the very next level of support / resistance that I see is it might go and test this level of resistance and try to turn it into support, which is at $19,000, okay? That would just be a massive fall for Bitcoin, man. I mean, that's ugly. That is so ugly. But, I mean, hey, if you're a long-term investor, if you like rolling like that, then, look at it like a buying opportunity. But there are ways to short it. There are ways to short Bitcoin using stock options, really, okay? And I'm going to show you guys how to do that, okay? So let's go ahead and let's look at BITO. All right, this is basically a Bitcoin ETF, and the ways you can short the market using a Bitcoin ETF are like this, right? Obviously, you can buy puts, right? You can buy a put, you can buy it out of the money, say, I think Bitcoin's going to fall pretty nasty. All right, let me buy this $17.50 put, right? That's what, that's what the rookie would do, something like that. But there are ways to do this as well. You can look to sell something like a call credit spread and just collect some crazy amounts of premium, right? So you could sell this one here, right? You could look to buy this one here, give $100 in collateral, right? Bring in $39. Right now, obviously, you guys can sell more than this, right? If you guys want to sell like 5, right? The minimum credit would be $200. You can bring in $200, risk about $300. That's not a terrible risk reward. I think this thing is going to hit. I think this would be a pretty good play. play tomorrow, even though these plays are going to be a little, they're going to be a little jacked up tomorrow. I said that in the private group that we're in. If you guys want that, like I said, the link is down below in the description. If you guys want to join the private options trading group, I go very in depth of everything I'm talking about in here over there as well. Okay. But now, what would I look to do? Okay, would I look to do something like buying options tomorrow, or would I try to do something like a credit spread, or am I looking to maybe buy the dip? Right? I know there's a lot of dip buyers out there in the market. Well, honestly, man, I'm not buying anything. I'm not buying anything right now. It's just there is no sign of this getting better, and there's stuff in the future out there in the distance that actually indicate that things could get worse, right? Like we're just kind of getting started here, okay? Let's go back to SPY, and I'm going to show you guys something, how far I think we could really fall with SPY here, okay? So let's go ahead and just look at it, right? SPY. All right, so if we zoom out, right, we're still on the weekly here. If this 150 MA breaks, this thing is going to come down to 345. Man, which I am so excited for tomorrow. I cannot wait to see how Tesla turns out tomorrow. Let's go ahead and just take a look at Tesla's chart here. As you guys know, I use Robinhood strictly because it's so easy with options and everything like that. But their charting is terrible, right? So this is just Webull for anyone who wants to, anyone who's curious. This is Webull. It's a great platform, very, very good. Okay, but anyways, this is the weekly chart for Tesla, right? And Tesla, you kind of got a similar setup here that you got with the S&P 500, right? You got this bounce here, right? Then it kind of rejected a little bit. It had a chance to recover. It doesn't look like we're going to get that recovery. All right, I think this thing is going to keep coming down, right? And we might test this 660 this week. I don't know if we go. Yeah, man, I think we're going to test 660 this week. I think we're going to test 660, okay? And my put that I have on Tesla is 600, okay? It does not expire till July 1st, so I still got about 2 to 3 weeks left on this thing. Now, could it possibly get down to 600? I'm not ruling it out. Is it going to get down there this week? Again, man, I'm not ruling it out. I mean, if it gets down to $600, just I'm not expecting that. I am expecting a bit of a downfall. But that would be pretty awesome. That would be pretty awesome if we came all the way down here to touch this 150 MA. This blue line right here is the deadline for my contract, and like I said, this is the weekly. We'll go look at the daily just to get a little bit more of an idea here, a little bit shorter term stuff what we're looking at. So this was pretty much my thinking when I bought this. I said if we broke the 696 range, which we still technically didn't, we're still trading around their 696, 694 range, right around there, that we were going to fall to around 620 in a hurry and see if we could get a bounce or not. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I don't see how this doesn't fall down there to begin with, because I mean, we'll go ahead and we'll go over to investing.com real quick so that way we can look at the futures, right? Investing.com. Let's wait for this to load here. And investing.com is cool because, like I said, it shows you the futures. It gives you access to all that stuff. And one thing that we're going to notice if this ever loads is that SPY actually did break that level of support that we were at. I don't know if this is going to load. I don't know what's going on here. All right, let's just try typing it in again. All right, here we go. Investing.com. And if you guys are watching this tomorrow, excuse me, this was a live stream, so that's why this video is not chopped up or anything like that. But it doesn't look like it's going to load for us for God knows whatever reason. But so basically what happened is that the S&P future broke this level of support right here. We'll pull it up. We'll pull it up right here. S&P 500 broke right here, a gap down. So what's going to happen is there's going to be a gap down tomorrow. It's probably going to be, I don't know if it'll go all the way down to 380. 380 would be a pretty steep fall, especially that we just gapped down on Friday. It may gap down and get a little push up. I don't know if it'll just be just a straight free fall like we had these past 2 days here. I don't know if it'll be something like that. If it does, it's going to get really gross really fast for a lot of people that are that may have calls up. Man, if you have calls open, I whatever. But it's like I said, that's not me. That's not something I'm looking to do right now. But hey, to each his own. Who knows? Maybe we get a bounce somewhere. Maybe we get another bear market bounce. I don't think that's going to happen though. Not for a little bit at least. Not until we break down past this 380 range and chop down here for a little bit and try to find some new levels of support. But yeah, guys, that's what I'm looking at for tomorrow. It could be getting scary out there, especially like I said, if you are holding some sort of crypto. I'm not touching crypto right now unless it's shorting it with that BITO. There's other ways you can short crypto out there as well. You can short the crypto miners. Everything's gonna fall. Everything crypto related is gonna fall. Everything is gonna fall. The only thing that isn't gonna fall is some inverse stock that goes opposite of what the stock market does. That's the only thing that's not going to fall over these next couple of weeks here, in my opinion. Even if we do get a temporary bounce, that's why I think some long-term options may be a pretty solid strategy for you. Because you could get a bear market bounce like this, and if you have a weekly put, you're going to get wiped out pretty hard here. If you have a weekly, that's why something that I would recommend doing is buying a longer term option, right? So that like the Tesla option I bought. If I had a bigger account, I would have bought something even further out, but unfortunately I couldn't afford that. So July 1st was pretty much what I wanted to do it around that 600 strike. That's a pretty far out of the money put, but that's also what that allows you to do when you buy something a little further out. It allows you to buy out of the money stuff like that. All right, but that's just what I'm looking to do, man. You guys can do whatever you want. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just someone who gets on here and likes to talk about what I'm thinking about, and just likes to help you guys make money. Like I said, you guys got to know how to play the downside with these things. And, I think there's going to be a lot of downside. So YouTube is mainly just going to be a lot of live streams over here until we grow. As you can see, we got 2 views, right? But eventually we'll start growing. Eventually this thing will be bigger over here. Right now, my main focus is TikTok and my Patreon page, but I will be doing live streams over here too. But anyways, man, that's all I got for you guys. This should be recorded still. This should be posted to my page. So if anyone watches it, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys got something from it. If you guys do want to join the Patreon, the link is in the description below. You guys can get in there as well. That's growing pretty fast. Just started advertising that like yesterday, and we've already got about 8 people in there. So it's looking good. We're growing really fast over there. TikTok is obviously popping. We got about 3,000 followers over there in less than a month of uploading videos as well. But anyways, man, that's all I got. I'm going to cut this, and I'll see y'all around.